Now today... I don't care. Today we've got two guests. Brady, my wife, Krista. Oh, yeah.
I'm in every video pretty much.
Gonna have to deal with her anyway. But,
You're stuck with him forever.
yeah, pretty much.
You mean he's stuck with
Yeah. Well, whoever is the poor, unfortunate soul in this situation. So today we've got. I wanted to try a little something different. So I'm gonna name off a topic, and what we're gonna do is pretty much talk about our experiences, stories that we've heard about said topic, or even just go off on some side tangent about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this topic today
Uh-huh.
is about customer service.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, Krista and I have had two different types of experience with customer service. Brady had a little bit of experience due to him being a dishwasher, having to go out into the restaurant and dining area and actually gathering up dishes and having to deal with people that way. Lucky for him, because we had to deal with the whole shebang. Which,
all night long.
yeah. You good?
Yeah, hiccup.
Anyway, so it's not a competition.
No.
There's no points, nothing. Nobody's any better than the other. It's just what we have experienced, or what people have experienced and we have heard about. And so, yeah. Brady, you want to start us off? Just kind of start us off. Oh, wait, hang on. Let's go with small talk. How you been?
Tired?
Tired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the real guest to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything?
No.
No.
I feel like I'm in an interview right now.
No, I didn't.
Kind of.
Hey.
And what are your special skills?
I breathe and I have a brain. Does that count? Yeah.
My special skill is sleeping, yawning,
Don't forget sneezing. That's
sneezing.
It's like a superpower for you.
Yeah, they're called sneezers.
Yeah, you.
His?
Sneezers.
I sneeze like 8 or 5 times. It looks like I'm in a D-box. Everybody, make some noise.
Joe heard my sneeze over his headphones.
Oh yeah, it scared him, huh?
No,
No.
not that one.
But anyway, yeah. So, what about like daily things? Has anything happened lately?
Just job hunting, that's about it. After what Jack's Tire and Oil did to me, I'm pretty mad.
Yeah.
But I got 2 interviews on Friday.
Oh, good.
Yeah, one with Ridley's working the deli, and the other one is a traveling job.
Yeah.
I'd be probably going to Vegas and Los Angeles.
You know you'll be paying like $10 in Cali for gas.
I won't be driving though.
Is your truck a V8 or a V10? V6.
V8.
Oh, so gas is fun for you already.
Well,
He's flying.
no, we drive.
No, they drive.
Yeah, we're driving.
It's like a company thing.
They pay for my hotel and food though.
Which is nice.
And we take a company truck, and the company pays for the gas.
Yeah.
So I waste no money.
Except on yourself.
Yeah.
Like $6 for a ham and cheese sandwich. Yeah.
Hey, well, not if you go to JC's. If you want to add a ham, it's $1.50.
Oh right, so it makes it a $13 sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
anyway,
want to go cheese.
you want to?
Ooh, that doesn't sound bad either. I know I ate at 5, but
We haven't exactly had food since lunch, so
I haven't really had food all day.
yeah.
here's some food. Hey now.
Anyway, so
Thank you.
we get to baby, want to explain how your day has been?
A nightmare?
A nightmare? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
so
how
I
that
think we're
is.
done on that. I think we're good on the small talk here. So,
Mostly-
customer service.
3 monsters, bro.
3 monsters, yeah.
I'm still caffeinated. Well, I want coffee though.
Oh, hot chocolate doesn't even sound that bad. Doesn't sound that bad now either,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Oh, customer service sucks.
Okay, so well, let's try to have.
If you
I
go in a
want-
store, it's gonna suck.
I want to like have an unbiased set about this. Yeah, everybody who's worked customer service can agree that it does suck ass.
Oh yeah, don't forget. I also worked at the Bird Refuge too. Customer service there, working with Chinese people.
Yeah. Okay. Like I've said in the disclosure, which I will do there. This is not toward anybody specific. It's just our experiences and personal opinions.
Yeah.
So.
They just think everything's free.
Okay, so
You got a point there.
yeah, keep going. I've got a story on that. Just keep going.
Just at the Bird Refuge, we get like close to 1,000 people coming in and out. Not 1,000, but close.
Like at most a week.
Yeah, a
like
week.
at a good week.
But when it's like Owl Day or Eagle Day or Goose Day, it's kind of a bird day.
Bird Refuge having a bird day.
Yeah.
I never knew that was possible.
I know, right? We would get tourists, one of them, it was just funny just seeing like all these Japanese people or Chinese people come in during like nice warm weather where they're wearing short shorts, fanny packs, Hawaiian shirts, visors with their big ass cameras like this big, and
Now,
they're just like, oh, a cow outside. Oh, look at that. There's a bird outside drinking a.
No, it may seem like he's being stereotypical, but the thing is, that is why it's a stereotype, because it is true. If you've ever worked in a tourist area, I've lived in a tourist area, and it is so true. It's just shorts, like swim trunks, a nice, comfortable, loose fit shirt, and a nice sun hat. Honestly, I swear, like, they don't care if it's men's or women's specific sun hats. If it's gonna fit their head, they're gonna put it on. And
don't forget the what was
The
it? Socks with sandals.
socks, like,
Okay, that-
all up to here. So it's true. It's true. Huh?
That bothers me.
It bothers you?
And the only thing you hear is this on the ground.
Yeah, because they're sandals or flip flops. It's just, it's not racist. It's that perfect literal description, and it's not exactly stereotyping at all. And so yeah, it's that's just how it is.
And sometimes there's an old lady that comes in that doesn't listen to you most of the time.
Oh yeah, and you don't know if she's judging you or if she's just trying to figure out like where she is. Like her son and their children, like
Bless you.
Hey.
hi.
Buongiorno.
Just dragged her along because it was like a family bundle thing and they needed one more person. And so,
No.
And it's just weird seeing her. Like, one day I was sitting there with June. She's a nice like a 75-year-old lady from England working there. And she sees this bird list. And it has all the numbers that they said, some of the biologists, they actually try to count all the birds.
Serious?
Yeah, they try to.
Well,
But
they're
they
probably-
give like an estimate
Oh, okay.
number. And there it said 100,000 red-winged blackbirds. She comes up and is like, how do you know there's 100,000 up there? I'm like, oh.
It's just a guesstimated guess. It's just what we've experienced is a possibility.
I'm like, you see that big black cloud out there? That's probably over 1 million. But I'm not going out there with a laser. I'm just 1, 2, 3, 4.
You hold still. Now I lost count. I gotta try again.
Dang it.
Don't kick it.
The beard just growing longer and longer and longer and longer. And I'm like, hey! Ooh, 2086. Head home.
Oh shoot, I'm late for dinner. Mama's gonna have my ass.
And 5,000 messages. Mom died, Dad died. Oh, shoot.
Oh. Well, I guess I can skip on dinner.
Yeah, McDonald's.
You don't even like McDonald's.
I like their ice cream.
When it works.
Yeah, when it works, or their breakfast. I like their
What about
breakfast.
chicken
Oh.
Their chicken nuggets are good.
Sprink is a horrible customer service. Poor McDonald's people, like fast food restaurants, always seem to get the major rep. Like even pizzerias, which Krista and I have experienced. And Brady as well, actually. I completely forgot that he worked there for a little bit.
He did a little. He was mostly driving.
Yeah, he was mostly driving, which also delivery people do get a little bit of rap on.
A lot of Karens.
A lot of Karens.
You get him on the phone too.
I hate
They'll
Karens.
suck.
And Darren's.
Oh, no. Well, actually, it's either Darren's or Carl's.
I call him Kevin's.
Kevin's.
Kevin.
Karen's and Kevin's.
And don't forget the kids, too. They're actually kid ones, too. Kyle and Kylie.
Oh, why is there? Why? Is it like that kind of kid that has had everything they've ever asked for?
Mm-hmm.
Is like the spoiled little shits?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
My cousin,
sure.
Yeah.
she's a poo-head.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Okay. But yeah, customer service does have its downs, but like she said earlier, caffeinated. It can also have its upsides.
Heavy tippers.
Yeah. Like
You found the love of your life.
Hello. Hello. Give me that money.
Sure. So what is your worst and best experience for customer service?
Well, the worst one is, you know that dip that when you're going down to Logan, that area where all the...
Oh yeah, like Beaver Dam area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going there, delivering a pizza. A lady gave me a $2 tip in one of those fancy $3 million homes. She just hands me the $3 for like this $50 thing of 2 pizzas and breadsticks. So she's like, I'm like, here you go. She said, thank you, here. I'm like, this won't even cover for gas.
Let alone a frickin' soda.
Yeah. Then I go to this older guy's house. This redneck, he looks like he has, his house is close to 2,800 square foot house.
Mhm.
Old, cruddy house with a big jacked up truck and a minivan.
Decent home.
And I go there, he gives me like a $50 tip.
Yeah, it's always the
Mhm.
always the ones that don't live in like
Really nice home.
yeah, that are always the more sensible
Mm-hmm.
and well, yeah. But
Fight somebody.
yeah, it's just yeah, it's weird. It's weird. You think the people with the most money will give you the most tips. Sometimes, very rarely, very rarely they will. But most of the times, 9 times out of 10, they're just, he doesn't need it.
I know one week, it was like during like 4th of July when we were working.
Uh-huh.
I made $200 that day in tips.
Yeah.
I was happy.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey. So I bought a full tank of gas and bought a few video games.
I bought a full tank of gas and that was it.
Yeah. Nowadays.
Oh, I know.
But-
Jeez.
But with Maverick, I get 30 cents off a gallon.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Put up to 30 cents.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have the nitro card for a little while.
I know.
But yeah, I know I'm hurting too. And is that your best experience as customer service, or is there something better?
I don't know.
You know?
I know at JC's, there are a lot of beautiful girls were there.
Yeah, he had to correct himself. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be models.
Like, oh mom, I'm gonna have to think. I was walking by doing some helping Maria with some tables.
Mm-hmm.
One of the girls winked at me. I'm like, oh. And then my face blushed. And I walked back in there, and she started smiling.
Sure she wasn't looking at the grill top behind you? You know? It's like, that's a good looking steak. Not you, dude. The thing behind. No, I'm pretty sure like you had that kind of experience.
Mm-hmm.
I never did. It was always I either had to go ask or went as soon as I was actually in a relationship, then somebody started asking. But it never happened to me. Never happened. It happened to me.
Oh,
What?
I had like the whole dust on it too.
Oh. You
What?
suffer. She wants some.
I suppose.
But yeah.
No?
So that no, I'm fine. That never happened. Ever.
Happened to, yeah. One of the girls at JC's, like one of the waitresses, she was flirting with me at one point. Yeah, I think it was because she was trying to get me not to give her silverware, though. She's like, hey,
I'll
Brady.
be nice so you be
Yeah,
nice.
she was doing this, hey, Brady. I'm like, what? And she's like, can you not do silverware? I'm like, I'll try. Then I come back with, like, a thing of silver. I'm like, here you go. She's like, I thought you weren't going to do it. And I'm like, I didn't say that. I said I would have tried not to.
It's a restaurant. What do you want me to do?
Tell people to eat with their hands.
Order sandwiches from now on. Nothing. Only finger food.
Oh, yeah, I see people trying to eat spaghetti with their hands.
I've seen that before. Babies do it all the time.
Yeah, but it's cute when babies do it, not elderly 89-year-old men. Grandma, you got pudding on your face.
What?
That better be chocolate.
Idiot.
Good.
And then Grandpa just has like cream of clam chowder all over his face. Like, Grandpa, were you drinking it? I lost my spoon. Like the spoon's inside the soup.
My spoon went for a dive, never came back up. I think it drowned. Grandpa, spoons can't drown. You don't know what I said. Whatever.
What about you? What's the worst and the best?
Oh, I'm gonna start with the best because the worst, you two have heard. So the best. Shoot, what was the best? Okay. So, in customer service, I'm gonna have to go to. There's a few stories. I'm gonna have to go to. Let's see. Oh, now that I think about it, I can't think.
I thought you had it in your mind when I was doing my
I had
story.
like 5 in my mind, but as soon as you say, "What about you?" Bail.
Hey, that's what happens when the that happens when the teacher asks me questions up at the front board. Like, Brady, what's 5 plus 5? I'm like, turkey, fish.
Eat fish. It's a robotic fish.
Welcome, Ariana man. But yeah, was that a mouse?
It was a something, but
Wasn't it Pizza Plus?
I want to say Pizza Plus. I mean, I met Krista at Pizza Plus. So I'm gonna leave that out.
Oh my.
Because it's a little too corny and just way too directive. So yeah. So I love you.
I'm not special enough.
Oh my god.
We're all special in our own ways.
Yeah.
In our mother's eyes.
My mom's dead.
I know that's sad. hey, you're still special in her eyes up in heaven.
Okay.
Mama always said I'm special.
Shoot, I'm gonna have to say, like, in in Idaho when I was working at the Sinclair up in Lava Hot Springs. So my best time up there, my best day, was being able to actually feel like I accomplished something, which was fixing the soda machine.
Which is an accomplishment in itself if you feel like you succeeded.
Exactly, and I did actually. It smelled horrible, but I succeeded. The little drain was plugged. The little drain was plugged. Yeah, and you know soda has starch in it. Did you know that when starch actually accumulates and, like, actually gathers, it turns into a weird gelatinous mass? Yeah, it's,
Anybody want Jello?
it's like that silly putty stuff. Like a mixture between silly putty, moon sand, and Play-Doh, and that weird slime stuff.
Ew.
Yeah, and it's all different colors, but mainly white. Because cornstarch or starch or whatever it is, if it dries up enough, it turns a weird plastic white. And you kind of like that, yeah. But it was really gross. Now, problem is that the pipe was just barely bigger than my pinky in diameter. And it had that much above the drain, which the drain was already clogged. The drain itself was already clogged. The pipe was clogged, which was causing a backup, which was causing problems in the pressure, which is weird. I don't know why. But during the summer, when since Lava is a tourist town,
Fun place.
Yeah,
Good coffee.
they
I love coffee.
drink like maybe 2/3 of their drink, and then you just dump the rest of it. And these are the tourists, the Asian tourists. And I'm not specifying it to Chinese or Japanese. Asia is India, Korean, Japanese, Chinese,
Anybody.
anywhere in the continent
Of Asia.
or country of Asia. Yes. And so, or continent. Yeah, continent of Asia. Is that right? I don't know. Someone's gonna have to correct me. You had your cheese.
But I'm hungry.
What do you want?
I don't know.
But
Yeah.
and so I would have to go. I would have to go under. I had to go under the soda machine, which the under part is in a cabinet area. Okay, about yay tall. All right, and
Why are you using me?
I'm not using you. I'm using this thing behind you because it's a cabinet. And
Just that tall.
yeah, you're fine. And I'll get you your nuggies later. In a little bit, okay?
She was gonna turn you into a nugget
I
soon.
know, I swear. And then I cleaned out the normal drain, which I thought was the problem. Oh, and I tell you, a rancid smell. If you've ever had to clean out a drain, yeah, exactly. It's a horrid smell, like indescribable smell, and it stays in the back of your throat for a while. And so I thought, you know what? That's not doing anything. I haven't tried the pipe that's leading into it. I need a straw, so I have to climb back out, and I'm laying on the floor in the middle of the gas station. It's a very small gas station. There's a set island right next to me, which I'm blocking an entire lane. And
That's fine.
and so I'm trying, and I grab a straw, I like dig around in there. Eventually a little bit of pressure comes out. I'm like, okay, that's doing good. Let's bend it, put it up in there as a hook, and then try to pull it out. That didn't work. Somehow. I don't know how, but it didn't work. Maybe I just shoved it up there and then it came back down to where it was. I don't know. Shut up.
Sorry.
Shut up. I know. But then I used my
Get
pinky.
your brains out of the gutter.
And then I used my pinky and I fished around in there and kind of became a proctologist there for a moment. And then I felt a little suction. I'm like, yep, that's got to be it. Pulled that sucker out. A long cylinder of weird colored starch came out. And it was all rubbery. It was rubbery and solid. Like I could literally hold it and go like Jello. That's the best description of the consistency I can say.
No, I don't want Jello
You
now.
don't want Jello now?
Jello's yummy
But yeah, that was my best actually, because I felt like I accomplished something, and the boss actually said, "Good job. Now I'll know to get you." And I feel special. You tired? Yeah.
She wants coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my worst was when I was working at Ridley's and I was a cashier, and this was during like somewhat of the middle and beginning of the whole COVID crap thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, well, yes, I did wear a mask. I had to in order to keep the job, which I was totally fine with because I had a sweet, badass mask. It had glow-in-the-dark teeth. It was awesome. It was a Halloween mask, and it fit just fine.
Do you
And
know
it was
what mine
comfortable.
is?
I have no idea where yours is. I think I might have an idea, but I don't know. And
Yes,
I
it's got other ones.
have no idea where my mask went. It disappeared. But I've got a couple more laying around the house. But, my worst was during case lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
the Karen.
Yeah, big time Karen. I swear, and I kid you not, this woman, she was freaking out about somebody not having a mask right behind them, and she said, "It's the law. You have to have it. It's the law." And now this was like 2-3 weeks after the mandate kind of eased up, and you didn't really. It wasn't the law, but it was recommended. Yeah. But she's freaking out that he's not following the protocol, and yet she's not standing 6 feet away from the person in front of her or next to her or behind her. And she's freaking out. Oh, I know. She's freaking about this guy who's not wearing a mask and who's not following the rules. And she's getting after me about it. She's telling me, why aren't you doing something? Aren't you supposed to tell him to put it on? And she's cursing at me about it, and I'm telling her, ma'am, we can't say anything. We can only suggest once, and that's it. And our suggestion is right next to the door, on a sign. And we can't do anything unless the higher-ups say so. And we haven't gotten the go-to. And she's freaking out, well, you're just not doing your job, and all this kind of crap, and she's starting to attack me. And the person who was behind her was from out of town and out of state. Their laws and regulations were completely different because they were from Alaska, an area where your nearest neighbor is like across the hill. And like you have to tread through snow up hills both ways and through the wolf pack just to get to him. And it was horrible. She was an absolute nightmare. And she started saying, I hope someone in your family catches COVID and dies. I hope one of your family members dies. And I am really about to lose it. But eventually it gets to more like, oh, she wants to play this game. Okay, I'll just smile and wave, and I'll let my heart rate get up, but I won't let my mouth run, which is very rare.
Mm-hmm.
Very rare. I was actually surprisingly very calm. If it were my security manager, she would have let that woman have it. And Missy is not a big person. She's pretty small. her hair is bigger than she is sometimes. She's like a pure natural redhead with curls. And it's natural curls no matter what. Like, I guess you could say, what's her name from Brave?
Oh, Merida.
Yeah, her. Like, you try to brush her hair, it's just gonna right back. But that's why she always wears hats. It's just to control it if she hasn't been able to control it already. But, yeah, and so I'm just like, I really want to call security, but this woman will not give me a break. And she starts screaming at me, saying, fine, I guess I won't come here. And I'm like, okay. And that's not the answer she wanted. You could tell that's not the answer she wanted. She started huffing and puffing and throwing an even bigger fit. Like, why would you say that? And stuff. I'm like, ma'am, if you're going to have a problem with it, and I actually said this, if you have a problem with this, you can put your stuff back and you can leave. We are not going to deal with this here. This is not the time and place. And we want to get this done as quickly and safely and as quickly and swiftly as possible. And with you causing a ruckus, this is not. And this entire time, as I'm saying this, she's cursing me out, saying I'm horrible, and saying that she's going to report me. And every time she says she's going to report me, I'm like, okay, go ahead. My boss is right behind me. Seriously, because every register needs to be open during case lot, and that includes the manager's register, which Dave was right there. He's the manager of the entire store.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is the owner.
Yeah, well, still. And he's seeing this happen. He's waiting for me to say something to him, and I'm just keeping my cool, and I'm doing what I was told. Keep calm. Say what you need to say and what you're supposed to say, like...
Calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, calm, cool, and collected. And, like, just try to diffuse the situation. If not, suggest that they exit the premises. And it's just, you can't explain at all how bad this woman was. Like, I really wanted to climb over that register and strangle her. Even her husband seemed a little embarrassed, which was bad. Very, very bad. But that's my worst experience. It's my worst experience. Your turn.
Don't look at me like that, gee.
We told our story. It's your turn.
Yeah. Best and worst. Now, you've worked at Pizza Plus along with the both of us, and you've seen some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you also worked at Thomas Market, which you've also seen.
I've only really had bad experiences. I haven't necessarily had good ones.
That's fine.
One time at Pizza Plus, actually, I was working and the boys were not there. He was off. He was doing a delivery. Somebody came up to my supervisor and threw her almost all eaten pizza. There was one slice that was practically eaten all the way left. And she threw it at my boss. And she started complaining about how it tastes like cardboard. And we know it doesn't taste like cardboard. And it was a Supreme pizza, so we do everything pre-made,
and
depending on the pizza.
And at Pizza Plus, they have a limit where you can bring it back. If it's more than 25% eaten.
I don't even know. I didn't know that was a thing.
If it's a very specific amount eaten, that means you didn't mind before then. And it was totally fine compared to you. You cannot bring it back. If it's like one slice or two slices of like a large pizza, or maybe one bite of a small, then and you bring it back, then yeah, we'll take care of that. And if it was an actual, like, if you were there and you got your pizza within a very small window of time. But this, from what, it was like almost completely eaten. They were there for almost an hour, wasn't it? No?
No, can I finish my story though?
Sorry, go ahead. Yes, yeah.
Good. You didn't interrupt him. And then you do me. Jeez. So rude.
Oh.
Because I know I'm not going to see him much. And with you, I get an actual reaction, and I get to have a little bit more time with you. More, like, interaction.
I might as well bitch slap you right now.
Exactly.
Come on.
Key and point.
Alright. But
Sorry, what was
the last slice was practically all eaten, and she had thrown the box at my manager, the boss, that night, and said that it tasted like cardboard and that her family was starving, but the thing is they had eaten practically all of it. And she wanted her money back, and she just was complaining and really starting to cause a ruckus, and everyone was getting uncomfortable. You could literally tell the air in the room, and the whole pizza joint was very uncomfortable with this lady.
And the lady that got the manager that was there at the time is very, very patient. And
She
Yeah,
actually,
normally not
she's
that
somebody, she was somebody who was my TA in school,
same here.
and
Mrs. A.
Mhm.
Yeah, all three
she
of us, actually.
works with special ed kids, the ones who
Yeah.
have disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So she is extremely patient, but she went into the back and she broke down. It was bad for her that day. And she ended up quitting almost a year later. But she was really loyal, and we got yelled at a lot because we decided to stop taking phone calls and would catch up on our orders.
Yeah.
Because it would
Yeah.
get so busy
Didn't have
during
a-
the weekends.
Didn't have a choice.
No.
Wasn't there
we
like
really didn't.
some huge event going on that weekend, or was it just a busy weekend? I don't know
I
because
can't
I wasn't
remember.
there.
I remember one of them was to Proper and Gamble. They wanted like how many, like 10
I
pizza.
remember that
something
one.
like that. Yeah. Oh man.
But she got yelled at for that one. But my other really bad experience was in the grocery store. It was 4th of July weekend, and I was put on the register. You don't fucking do that. You just don't. You put them on the week before so they can learn.
Wasn't
Or the
that
week
your
after.
first time on the register?
Yes, it was my first time on the register, 4th of July weekend. Literally the day before 4th of July.
Hey.
So it was crazy busy, and everyone had to be extremely patient with me because I was still learning the numbers for the produce.
Hey, my actual first day of Pizza Plus was Fair Day.
I would
Parade Day.
take
Oh,
that.
I remember that.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
sorry.
fun.
I would take that over 4th of July weekend.
I don't blame you. I do not.
Oh, I
blame you.
remember
would.
my first time. What was it? Close to like Halloween. Oh my gosh, bunch of Karens.
Oh, it's horrible. Horrible.
When
Every holiday is horrible with customer service.
Okay,
no matter what.
tweedledee, tweedledum. Can I finish my story?
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
I will grab you both by the ear and drag you off, and I will finish my story.
She will too.
Okay, as I was saying, I literally had a Karen-ass manager. Imagine that. Her name's Brenda. But she was a Karen.
I don't remember.
She was mean.
Oh.
I put the wrong number for fireworks, but I knew I had put it in right.
Ooh, that's
I
cool.
got yelled at every couple of minutes because something was wrong. And I was new on the register, 4th of July weekend. But I haven't really had any good experiences except for meeting this man. He was my trainer in Pizza Plus. And then I met this dingus not long after.
Thanks to me, anyway. How long we been friends, Brady? Like 11 years now? 10, 11? Something like that?
I moved here in 2012. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
12 years.
12 years. Oh, no, wait. No. Because it would be 2024 and for 12 years. So it's
It's only been
10.
about 8.
10
Yeah,
years.
10 years.
10 years.
Well, we've been friends for
Quite a while.
almost 4 years.
You?
But we've all kind of gotten a bond, and we're pretty close now.
Well, I'd hope so. Otherwise, this would be awkward.
Awkward.
Who are you?
again?
Remember, my name is Juan. I mowed your yard yesterday.
Well, thing is, you guys are best friends, and if I wasn't really close with him either, it would be awkward.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I
But
wish Mom would text me now.
I'm
I need
also.
to finish the application.
oh, I wanted to tell you about the thing that you reminded me of. Okay, so the tourist thing. Okay, so you were talking about like tourists coming in flocks.
Mhm.
Bird with each flock.
Yeah, birdie, birdie,
Yeah,
birdie.
birdie.
Ow.
So,
There's a cabinet.
oh, so at the Sinclair in Lava, they would literally come in 3 buses at a time. Yeah, and it's not a big Sinclair. If anybody's been to a Sinclair, they're not big.
Mm-mm.
Unless somewhere special,
Oh,
one
I
of you
know.
guys just has a really
I know.
big ass one.
It's mainly
I'd
just
like
a
to know.
tiny convenience store, like about the size of a maybe 2-bedroom home, maybe smaller. But there's not much room anyway, especially in Lava, because they've got like toys. They've got like tour stuff. Because it's a hot springs. Beer, yes.
They have a lot of beer.
Brr.
They have a lot of wine too.
Yeah.
They got a lot of liquor in
Selling.
general.
Yeah.
Selling blunt.
And so, yeah. So there would be someone, like there would be a bunch of people gathered right next to the soda machine, which was near the microwave, right?
Mhm.
They would buy their food, buy a little case of water, and it's usually freaking noodles. I don't know what it was. Like, honestly, buy something else, something warm. We have Chicken Station, which I worked at.
They're actually
And-
pretty yummy.
That also leads to another story.
No.
And, and
Why?
so
It's not your turn anymore.
I know. And so like they would all sit there and just eat and lean up against the soda machine, lean up against the counter, or like seriously, the people who actually wanted soda or some kind of drink couldn't get to it, and
You
we
say,
started
hey,
getting
move it.
complaints to us about our soda machine not being accessible. Like, we've told them to move. What else you want us to do? We can't pick up the soda machine and move it.
Just tell them Godzilla's over there and it's about to eat them.
Oh, I know. That'll
Godzilla!
clear our mouth.
Or just show up in a giant spider costume.
Oh god.
That would scare so many
And
people.
so, like, it was a pain in the ass all the time. Couldn't get to the thing. And that entire time that I was fixing the soda machine, I was really hoping a bus didn't come in. And we had intercoms, too. And every now and then I'm in the back and I'm preparing stuff. I'm looking at inventory, and I would hear buses. More buses. I'm like, God damn it. And I may have not gotten, like, all the action as the tillers, but I still got almost as much because I was serving food. Fried chicken.
It made you want to cry.
Oh, it made me want to cry all the time.
Yeah.
I know
But
how that is.
especially when I was trying to hurry and I tried to stop, but the little spongy mat that was right there slipped out from underneath me, and I disappeared from everybody's sight. And yeah, that's the other bit. Like, I'm just trying to hurry. I'm trying to make it nice and smooth. Nope, I am gone. Just whip.
Smack the weenus.
Dude, she smacked your weenus. You gonna take that?
I'm not nice.
It's not-
You're fine.
but
Yeah.
You gonna cry
yeah,
about
so
it?
that was customer service. All in all,
Sucks.
98% suckage,
Mm-hmm.
and then like 2% decent.
I am gonna say this. You haven't had as much experience, but you know what it's somewhat like. You won't like the deli. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
No, it's better than doing dishes. That's the only thing I can say.
Well, the guy before you will most likely not do what they're supposed to, unless it's Jonathan. Jonathan does what he's supposed to.
Jonathan does everything.
Jonathan does. He does deli. He does cashier. Sometimes he hops on produce, and
And he does all of that sometimes in a day.
yeah,
That
yeah.
poor kid.
I know. But yeah, that's pretty much chalked up on that kind of crap. The customer service.
Fine,
issues.
Mom.
Oh,
Anyway,
I remember at the Sinclair here at Riverside Corner, we got chicken strips.
uh-huh.
My friend Danny, he hit the chicken.
Okay.
The chicken strip box with his fingers. He goes, BAM! And it opens up. Oh.
And you can hear a big thud too, because I didn't stop. It literally no resistance with the styrofoam box, just straight to the table, and I'm like, oh, it hurt. It hurt. It actually scared the people around us. I saw people look over our direction from like out the corner of my eye, and literally the box, you know how it's supposed to open like that. It was a perfect split.
Yeah. Oh. Just like, whoops.
That was scary.
What else was a
4% to 2%.
I know
Sorry,
in high school Danny and I graduated
Barely.
barely in 2015.
2015.
But on our junior year or senior year, one of the janitors got done like buffing the whole hallway.
And it was our last day, you know, senior prank day. And honestly, I wanted to put Utes stickers over, or Utes flags, bigger Utes flags over all of the Aggies posters. Because for some reason, Tremont is nothing but a freaking Aggies attraction when it comes to teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But he got done buffing it. Danny and I look at each other. We take off our shoes and we just
as fast as we can, and then we hit the auditorium, or not auditorium, the cafeteria.
and just down.
Oh yeah, almost all the way to the other side. I
Yeah.
was surprised. That was the best I'd ever slid. I thought I was gonna biff it a couple times.
Yeah.
You looked like you almost went over.
I was like, I looked like a sea turtle, just like.
Anyway,
All
all right. Well,
Oh, I do have one more thing about senior prank day. What I did to Mr. Stamps.
oh,
I duct taped a pumped air horn to his chair. Yeah. He.
yeah. Oh yeah. He I've never seen Mr. Stamps move so fast. But yeah. So that's gonna have to do it for today. We're pretty high up on time. How about another topic next week?
Okay.
I'd like chicken nugget. Yeah, we'll get you some chicken nuggets.
We'll go get some chicken nugget. Well, it's 8:33, so probably.
There's chicken nuggets in the freezer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're always prepared, buddy.
Do-do-do-do-do.
But anyway, all right. So that's gonna have to do it for today. And thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
no problemo.
Yeah, no problemo. So, you trying to eat me again? No. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for enduring. If you've made it this far, and I'm surprised she hasn't eaten me yet.
She'll bite your leg.
Don't give her ideas. I'm pretty sure it's come across her mind already. But thank you.